First off, I just want to acknowledge that this is actually the first time that I've seen The Matrix. Although I knew about it vaguely through pop culture, and because the film stars the all-glorious, all-knowing, and all-powerful Keanu Reeves, I really had no idea what I was getting myself into. I was, surprisingly, surprised by it. One of the things I was aware of before coming into the film, and while I watched the film, was the character Switch. In the real world, Switch is a man, and in The Matrix, Switch was a woman. This is a clear example of transness, and Lily Wachowski herself speaks on this in Netflix's Disclosure, a documentary series. Originally in the film, Switch was going to be played by two actors, one being Belinda McClory, the actress we see in the film, and another actor playing the male version of Switch. This sort of made me think about the idea of cross-gender acting at first, where an actor plays a character of the opposite sex, but obviously what is being suggested by the director here is fundamentally different and definitely more radical or obviously trans, which I think is really cool.
Not like this.
I also think that the film universalizes queerness in a way beyond specific gay and lesbian audiences. This is partially due to The Matrix being a film where the rules of their world are different. But in both the real world and The Matrix, there is seemingly no importance put on anyone's gender or sexuality, from at least what I noticed.
No problem. Free my mind. Free my mind. No problem. Right.
Instead, the only thing that stood out visually to me was that all of the agents look the same. The Matrix tells a story without looking like any of the other Hollywood films from this time period. As J. Jack Halberstam puts it, the film pushes against any of its characters being absorbed into the heterosexist concept of the human because quite literally, Neo transcends humanness. The Matrix is a film that is focused on binaries and the desire for transformation. We see this in the red pill, blue pill scene.
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Neo chooses to learn a life-changing truth instead of remaining in a content yet fake reality by taking the red pill. I think that Lily Wachowski's response to the question, did your identity inform writing and directing The Matrix at the time, sums up a lot of queer analysis today.
I don't know how present my transness was in the background of my brain as we were writing it, but it all came from the same sort of fire that I'm talking about. And because trans people exist in this, especially for me and Lana, we were existing in this space where the words didn't exist, so we were always living in a world of imagination. It's why I gravitated towards science fiction and fantasy.
Regardless of the writer, actors, or whoever's intention at the time of creation, almost any film can be read with a queer lens. Despite the Wachowski sisters not being openly trans or really aware of their transness at the time, The Matrix still can be seen and digested through a queer lens. I mean, shit. Cale M. Keegan literally wrote an entire book on reading not just the Matrix films, but all of the films by the Wachowski sisters through a trans lens. Because I was aware of the trans discourse around the film before seeing it, I went into The Matrix thinking along the lines of Andrea Longchu, who says that Neo has dysphoria, The Matrix is a gender binary, and the agents are transphobia. The name of Keanu Reeves' character is Neo. Although I don't have a dictionary, I do have Google. Neo literally means new or a new or revived form of. Neo's character is literally reborn, transitioning into his real body. I think that The Matrix, whether it knew it or not at the time, is a trans allegory. For both the audience and any trans person out there, all you have to do is wake up.